We made it. Week 8 of the MBSR course. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sticking with me through this process, because if I hadn't had you to show up for every week, to do the Zoom calls, check-ins, and to do these summaries, I wouldn't have gotten it done. How do I know that? Because I've been trying to get through the entire 8 weeks for many years, and it's never happened. I would get to week 4, 5. I think one year I made it to week 6. But then, life gets lifey. I would lose interest, other stuff would come up. I would move it down the priority list until it just wasn't even on the radar. So thanks so much for being my accountability partner. That is one of the key elements of success for me, is having someone to show up for. So I show up. We show up and do the work, and lo and behold, we succeed. Recovery, success doesn't take long. All it takes is a persistent willingness to exert consistent efforts to help yourself. And I am a testament to that. So what I love about this free online MBSR program, the gift from Dave Potter, who was a student of the creator of MBSR, John Kabat Zinn, back in the 70s, he put this course together to help his patients learn how to cope with the pains of life without taking harmful substances and doing harmful behaviors. And I can certainly relate to that, because I self-medicated debilitating depression and anxiety for most of my adult life with alcohol and other drugs. And then someone introduced me to mindfulness. Now, for me to incorporate mindfulness into my life is nothing short of a miracle, because I'm pretty sure I'm probably an undiagnosed PTSD, OCD, whatever acronym you can come up with, ADHD for sure. And I am incorporating mindfulness into my life to fit me and my life. We're all different, but one thing we all have in common is that we are fallible humans. So I encourage you to find what works for you in this program. This is a menu, a literal menu, and there are hundreds of tools to choose from. The key is to keep educating yourself and find what works for you, and then keep doing more of it. So let's take a look at week 8, a nice user-friendly menu here on the side of the PalouseMindfulness.com website, where you will have the entire program at your fingertips. Compliments of John Kabat Zinn's student, Dave Potter. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Dave. Let's go into week 8. This is the conclusion. Yay. Give ourselves a hot, yes, self-endorsement. We don't break an arm that way. It's really important to self-endorse, not just for the outcome, but for the effort. So you've made the effort, you've gotten here, yay for us. Now we develop a practice of our own. This might even be a little bit more of a challenge. Certainly for me, I literally have it in my phone. Mindfulness and meditation. It's in my phone first thing in the morning. Decide what time of day you're going to do it. And if you did the program from the beginning, then you've signed that self-help contract. Where are you going to practice? What time? Really important that you stay accountable, right? This is all about accountability now for yourself. You're showing up for yourself. Show up and do the work, and you'll have success. So we had a few videos to watch. The good thing is that most of them are really, really short. The longest one is only 12 minutes. We had some reading to do and supplementary materials, which I rarely get to, but there is a really good video in here that kind of brings everything into perspective. And it's mindfulness is not a crystal ball, and it's only 2 minutes. So I would like us to watch this together, and I'm going to open up another screen here before I do that. So hopefully I won't lose where we are here. Let's see if we can do this. Mindfulness is not a crystal ball. Supplementary material video in the final week of MBSR. We're going to watch this together.
We've started a movement that is taking root in Muslim communities across Canada.
There you go.
Hi, I'm Susan Kaiser Greenland, and I'm here to talk to you today about the clear perspective that
We're all born with this clear, calm perspective, like the water in this glitter ball. And look, if I put the ball in front of me, I can still see you. Can you see me? That's the clear perspective we're born with that's not clouded by the events of everyday life. But with the stress and strain that we have of life, everybody I'm working with, they're under a lot of stress. The kids have a lot of homework, a lot of after school activities. These things tend to cloud our perspective. See? Can you see through clearly anymore? You can see through a little bit, but there's still things in there that cloud our minds. So we take time, we feel our breathing, we rest, and look what happens. All those things that were clouding our perspective, they settle to the bottom. They don't go away, they're still down there, but they're not clouding our perspective anymore. So if this is what happens with the stress and strain of everyday life, what happens with negative emotions? Like the green glitter in this ball. Let's say that that's anger or jealousy or envy or frustration, negative things. They really cloud our perspective, so much so you can't see through it all anymore, right? But the same thing is true. If we just take the time, feel our breathing, rest a little bit, those bad things settle to the bottom. Now, have those negative things gone away? No, they're still at the bottom of the ball. I wish mindful awareness could get rid of all of the bad things in life, but it can't. But what it can do is it can help us clear our perspective so that we can see our inner and our outer experience clearly with kindness and with compassion for ourselves and for other people.
Yes, kindness and compassion for ourselves and other people. Sometimes it's easier to extend that kindness and compassion to other people than it is to extend it to ourselves. And this is what the MBSR course has done for me, has reminded me that incorporating mindfulness into life, it doesn't take a lot of time or effort. It just takes being mindful. We catch it, check it, change it, right? All of these negative emotions, the pains of life, they're not going anywhere. But if we can just stop, feel our breath, be in the moment, extend loving kindness to ourselves and to the world, that can have a remarkable effect on everything around us, the people around us, our own physiology. It can be literally transformational. So I encourage you to stick with it, incorporate it into your life. There is suggestions from John Kabat Zinn. You'll find it in the tools. It's called Suggestions for Daily Practice. One of my favorites, as I share my screen and try to get back onto the Palouse Mindfulness. Let's see if I can do this. I'm a technological genius. I am. Yes, I am. Mindful. No. Technology is just fascinating, isn't it, Palouse? I didn't have my first computer until I was in my 30s. So this is Palouse Mindfulness. I'll put that in the comment section for you so you'll have it at your fingertips. Down here to week 8. Where did I get this? Maybe it was in the certificate section. So you can have a certificate. And, oh, look, there's even resources there. You can email them. You know what? I'm not going to waste your time here looking for this, but you will find it. Suggestions for daily practice. I suggest you print it out because there are 17 suggestions for daily practice. And I just want to read number 10 to you and 11 because these are my favorites and it kind of sums up the whole thing for us. Just note what is on your mind if you're no longer in touch with the breath or with the sensations of the body while you're lying in bed. Without judgment or criticism, just let that be part of your awareness in the moment and feature once again the breath and the body center stage in the field of your awareness. And then step 11, repeat step 10 a few million times. That's all you have to do. Rinse, repeat. It works when you work it and you're worth it. Thanks for sticking with me, being my accountability partner. Yay, we did it. May the force be with you, and remember, you are the force. Thanks for hanging in with me, and stay in touch. I want to follow you on your journey of recovery and discovery. redroofrecovery.com is my website. Lots of resources there too. Check it out. Podcast, programs. Stay in touch.